Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week. I also share an extra personal monthly Zoom call or video with my patrons. We rotate months on that. If you're interested in checking out all about that and what that is, that link is always down in the description. Today's video is sponsored by Clever Fox as part of our ongoing collaboration this year. This video is 7 unique holiday gift ideas from Clever Fox. This is a really fun video for me to get to do, you guys, because we're not just going to go through one planner. We're going to go through some really fun products. We're going to take a quick look at each one, but I will definitely give you a good overview of each one, and then you can hop on their website and take a look. I want to make sure you know a few key things about Clever Fox. Number one, I have a 10% off code that can be used over and over again. It's Amanda's Favorites. Make sure you enter that in at checkout on their website, and you can use it on every single purchase. They also give free shipping in the US, anywhere in the US, so it is pretty much like Amazon. They also plant a tree for every order, which I think is pretty amazing. They said on their website how much of a tree each planner uses, and I cannot remember that spec, but it's, a very small portion, but they plant a tree for every order. And I love companies that give back in that way. They also have 120 GSM paper in all their planners. I will show you one pen test today in one of these, but we've gone over their pen test in every single other one of my videos. 120 GSM paper equates to 80 pound. It is just really nice thick paper that takes almost every pen and marker well. Last but not least, their prices are amazing. Most of the products in this video, like full gratitude journals, full bucket list journals, are only $19.99. Most of the products in this video are around $20. And if you use my 10% off code, then you are saving even more. You have free shipping. They just have really amazing prices, so it makes their planners affordable for a wonderful quality. The quality is not diminished with the price. So you can't go out to one of the big box stores and buy something for this price with this quality. So I just want to make sure that you guys know, if you haven't watched any of my other Clever Fox videos, that just because the prices are amazing, they do not skimp on quality. All right, I'm going to clear all this out and we're going to jump right in. We are going to start with the gratitude journal. I have just left the belly bands on everything so you can see how it comes. Most of them come with a plastic around them, also a plastic sleeve. Some of them come in boxes. I have one of the boxes down there. They come really nicely packaged to keep them safe in shipping, and they all have a belly band saying what they are. So if you're getting them as a gift, another good thing about getting them as a gift is they all come with a little how to use this journal or how to use this planner sheet. Even if it's someone who might not be really familiar with their brand or with guided journals, it comes with a little sheet. So they give you sample pages with examples of exactly filling in their exact pages, and then a little bit of direction and guidance. So even for someone who's not sure how to use it, I love that these are not in the planner, that you can move them around with whatever page you're working on. So every single one of their planners or journals that I have reviewed comes with that. Look how cute this gratitude journal is. I love all the different pictures on here. Gives it dimension. They are cut out, etched into here, and I just think it's a beautiful cover. They have several different colors in every single one of the books that I'm showing you today. They all come with a nice pen loop that is secured so well. I've never had a problem with one of these pen loops. Even a pretty fat pen with a rubber gripper like this Pilot G2. Those rubber grippers, sometimes you cannot get them through pen loops, but they make theirs wide enough that you can get it in and out of there. So I think that is so handy. If you've ever carried around a journal, it's just really nice to be able to keep your favorite pen that you want to keep consistent in there right on it. This also comes with 3 satin ribbon bookmarkers, and per my ribbon test, it barely pulls to the edge of the book there. It also has their signature band, which is on every book and matches the color of the cover. Your ribbon bookmarks also coordinate with the color of whatever cover you have picked. An accordion pocket with nice material on the side, so well made. All of Clever Fox planners come with a no hassle refund. 3 sheets of stickers that match whatever that planner or journal is. So this one is your gratitude journal, and you have like your gratitude stickers there. You have just some functional stickers and rose gold on both of these. And then this goes with your gratitude journal too. sayings like you get what you give, make a beautiful mess, discover yourself. So that's just a fun little extra in here for $19.99. Let's jump in here. I really can't believe all you get with 80-pound paper, 120 GSM pearl white paper for $19.99. Here's my one pen test for today. So I'm not going to be sharing a pen test in every journal that we look at. Here it is in the gratitude journal, and you can see on a pretty blank page, you can see even better. I can really not tell that page is even marked on. No ghosting is even coming through. Their paper is substantial and thick, but it is a pretty smooth paper, not slick. I would not call it slick at all, but just smooth, whereas it doesn't have the texture or tooth to it that we talk about in paper. But it really takes all pens, markers, mild liners really well. When you don't want to use your band, you can just pop it in there. This gratitude journal has enough pages to cover you for 3 months, but it is undated. So there is no pressure. You can jump in and out of it and you are not wasting any pages. Let's look at a blank page here. So this is what runs all throughout your gratitude journal. You have a day and date. You have today's main goal, most excited about, today I'm grateful for. I like that they give you plenty of room for that because this is your gratitude journal. Then here is something really interesting. They have 2 questions that change daily. Now, I don't know where they're repeated in the book. I can't imagine that they didn't ever repeat them, but these 2 questions change daily. Here's one. What am I grateful for that I am taking for granted? How can I describe my life in an 8-word sentence? Then today my affirmation is, and then you have your evening reflection page. So this is your morning, this is your evening. You're going to circle how you felt today, or you can highlight or color it in with a matte pencil. You can make it colorful. The best things I experienced today were things I did to make a positive difference today include lessons I have learned today are I am looking forward to. When you look at the next page, you will see that these are all the same. So your reflection questions are the same. These 2 questions change daily. What relationships am I thankful for, and what have others done that I am benefiting from in my life? What would be my best advice for childhood me, and what would be my best advice for my future self? I think those changing daily really keeps it fresh. I did a really interesting gratitude journal this year that I've shared about where your gratitude changed every month, and that really kept gratitudes fresh and not stale, and also kept challenging you. It's not so simple. You can't just sit there and write out the same gratitude every day. So I think changing those every day is a really good thing to have in this guided journal. How can I express my love more to others? And can I express that love in a better way? And this gives you 3 months worth of 2 pages per day. You fill out in the morning and you fill out an evening reflection. I think this is such a great guided gratitude journal for anyone of any age. Really, I think going even from, a 13-year-old all the way up to whatever age could use this gratitude journal and could benefit from it. I like how they threw reflection in at the end of the day because with everything that's been proven now, showing how much we learn from reflection, showing how it helps us to look back on things and also find things to be grateful when we are reflecting. All the benefits of reflection along with gratitude are put together in this gratitude journal. So that is gift number 1. I said this was like a gift ideas video, but of course, you know what? It can be a gift to yourself. And the first of the year is always just a really fun time to start in something. Even though this is undated and you could jump in at any time, I know that so many people, they like to start their new journals at the first of the year. So that is your gratitude journal. This is I think the gratitude journal is my favorite product in this video. And my second favorite, probably tied, is this habit calendar. This is such a unique product, you guys, and it's right up my alley with you guys know how I like to keep my year-long habit trackers. If you haven't seen that, you can check out my 2022 goals video where I talk about my habit trackers in there. That's one where it's definitely covered. I also share them on Instagram all the time. This is just a little habit tracker calendar that will actually last you 2 years, you guys. I'll show you how. For only $15.99, has that amazing paper, but this is not just your 80-pound paper. This is thicker. I believe on the website they listed this as their same 80-pound paper because I looked it up and I checked on it. But when you feel it with this paper, it feels much thicker. It feels to me like they used a cardstock for this, which is amazing. These are just my notes that I scribbled in with the price and such. It's 10 by 8 inches. And it comes, you can even pick colors for the front. It's not just this one color. So everything of theirs comes in several colors. And it has this gold foiling on it. I also think this would make a great gift. Combined with maybe something else in this video, of course, you can tailor it to whoever you are purchasing for or yourself. But every month is a different color. And so every month you have this one page to focus on. So you have 24 of these in here. So that's why I said it can last you for 2 years for this price of $15.99. And I think it is such a great tool. You can track up to 12 daily habits a month. So your habit there, and I love the way every other line is colored. It helps you keep track when you're going across, checking them in or coloring them off. You have 1 through 31 days, and then you have up to 5 weekly habits for up to 5 weeks in your month. And then you have up to 5 monthly habits. I know that everyone that's familiar with Power Sheets, this is very familiar to you. This is like your tending list, but this is in a habit tracker calendar and just in kind of a little bit bigger form. It has a monthly quote on here every month for you for motivation, and every month is a different color. Now, if I was using this, I'd probably use just the front side for one whole year, and then I'd go and use the back side for a whole nother year. I don't know. That's just the first way that came to my mind. But you could definitely go front, back, front, back. That might make more sense. Use the first 12 in here just by flipping it, and then use the second 12 the second year. You have all these different colors. I like that too. You could also just go through and choose which color you're going to use per month, like based on what you think the monthly color is. Because you guys know how much I love to associate a color per month. And so I might actually go through here and pick, what I feel like, what color I feel best goes with each month in my mind, even if it's out of order. And you guys, I just checked this out. I wanted to make sure they give you 12 different monthly colors for the year. So there are 12 different monthly colors. And then here's where it starts to repeat in the second 12. So front, back, you get 12 different monthly colors. And then in the second half, it is repeated. So here are your 12 colors just flipping through. I just think this is such a great tool. You guys know how I love my yearly habit trackers. I like tracking bigger spots of time, like especially seeing at least a month at a glance. I always say I just can't tell much from a week at a glance. Yeah, you're keeping up with that week, but just to me personally, I need to see minimum a month at a glance. And here you'd be able to flip through your whole year and see how you're doing. Like if you had, say, 4 habits that were important to you that were going to stay the same the whole year, you could list those same 4 in the first four slots in the same order. So as you flip through, you could easily see each month, like, oh, this month on this certain habit, this is where I always drop off in the year. It helps you see so many patterns. To me, my habit trackers are not to see, oh, I did it every day and I never broke the chain. That's not what it's for me. For me, it's to see every drop in the bucket. And over a long period of time, like a year where you could flip through this, I see I'm actually doing really good on that habit when I look at it over a long period of time. Some months I can see a pattern in that, I have a hard time that month with a certain habit. And then maybe if that matters to me, I can try to figure out some troubleshooting for that month the next year. If it's not important to me and I just flow with the seasons and some habits change with the seasons and are easier, that's fine too. And then this year I did have a habit that changed every month. I tried to have a different focus habit every month, kind of based on the season. And that's nice too, because you can change it out every month on here. Then those things that you want to work on just weekly, like maybe you want to have a date weekly with your husband. Maybe you want to have a date weekly with one of your kids, some type of enjoyment, self-care activity for yourself weekly. So whatever you want to check off weekly to be able to see that. Maybe it's a cleaning item. Maybe your weekly things on here are clean the bathroom, wash the sheets, and you want to see that weekly. There are just so many uses for this habit tracker. I think it's a genius design, and I think it was just a really well-made product. It is easy to hang up for sure. But if you were someone who didn't want to hang it up on the wall, and let's say you wanted to keep this on a clipboard, you could tear them out for sure and keep it on a clipboard, on an easel, on your desk. You could hang it from a small command hook on the wall or on your fridge. That is your habit calendar. I would love to hear your thoughts on this down below. I didn't even know they had this. Clever Fox has so many things on their site that honestly, I didn't even know when you just start to go browse their site. They have such a vast array of products. All right, next up is the bucket list journal. This is just a fun item to give as a gift, I feel like, of course, or by yourself. They once again have everything etched on there, really cute. This cover feels different than the gratitude journal though. All their covers are vegan leather. It's a little more smooth, even though you can see texture in it. It doesn't have the same grippy feel. And these pictures are not etched as deep, but it's still a beautiful cover. I love the wide variety in all their covers. You have your pin loop here, same thing, your 3 ribbons that coordinate with your cover color, and the same pocket. And I will show you the sticker sheets that come with this particular planner, since they change them based on whatever your planner or journal is about. So here you have some travel stickers in the rose gold. More fun travel. Those are really fun. And more fun travel. I feel like for the person who loves to travel, this could be a really good gift with like a new passport cover, or just someone who maybe likes to dream of trips and they don't get to travel that often, but it's really a big dream of theirs. So once again, you have your how to use this journal page, you have your warranty card, and then you go into there's a nameplate page in every single journal or planner. You have an introduction page to kind of introduce you to it. And then they start you off by giving you 300 bucket list ideas. 300, you guys, from all over the world. Like some of these are smaller and easier to do in your town or anywhere. And some are like all over the world, like ride a donkey down the Grand Canyon. Do a jigsaw puzzle with over 1,000 pieces. Roller skate. Go to a carnival in Brazil. Buy an antique. So drink 8 glasses of water every day for a month. So the ideas in here are really endless. Like I would not have even thought of 1 page worth of these ideas. Then they give you 100 spaces to write your bucket list items in with a little dot grid at the bottom. This is once again $19.99. This one is also. So you have 100 bucket list tick offs for your ideas. Then you have a vision board, 2-page spread. Then you have a map of the world, list of countries you have visited, color them in, list of countries to visit next, list that there. Here are your bucket list pages throughout, and these are going to repeat, just repeat, before and after. So for each bucket list item, you're going to dream up, these are kind of, your ideas and dreams. You're going to dream up your bucket list item on this page. And then after you complete it, this is kind of like your reflection and your memories from that. Your objective, this is your bucket list number and what priority is it? And then kind of the little icon that would go with it. This is on my list because the location, when do I want to do it? Who do I want to take with me? Action steps to make it happen, up to 5. Difficulty, just on this little scale of easy to hard. Excitement level about it, the cost, reward if achieved, and then some dot grid note section. Then this is your after, date completed, time it took, how I felt after I accomplished it, favorite moments to remember, so 3 there with 2 lines each, the story, so more room to journal and write about it, rewarded myself, check, satisfaction rating on this, on a scale of 1 to 10, and then more dot grid note room. You guys, I actually have never seen anything like this bucket list journal. And I think they did a really good job of covering, because I was like, well, how are they going to do this when I saw a bucket list journal? But when I got into the details of it, I think they did a really good job. And I think this could last you a lifetime. And what a fun memento to have. Like, can you imagine looking through this, when you're in your 70s or 80s, or looking through it with your kids? I just think it's a really fun gift for that adventurous person, for someone who likes to make a bucket list and plan out. You might have plans for like 30 items in here, 30 pages, or even 50 pages planned. And, throughout your lifetime, you will tick those off and get to come in and fill in the after pages. It reminds me of Ellie's, is that her name? Adventure book in the movie Up. I love that movie. And this kind of reminds me of her adventure book. That's the first thing I thought of it when I got into it. I don't know how many before and after pages there are, because these pages are not numbered and they did not have a listing on their site. And I was not going to count all these, but my guess is you have minimum 100 adventures in here, because they give you 100 bucket list items. So they probably have 100 2-page spreads in here. That would make sense to me, at least. Then 20 dot grid note pages at the back. I did count those for you. Your 3 coordinating ribbon satin bookmarkers. And that is your bucket list journal. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this one, because I think it is probably the most unique thing in this video, the most unique gift. And really for the fun-loving, adventurous person, or maybe someone who just loved the movie Up and always wanted their own adventure book. I know it's called a bucket list journal, but I think you could almost call it your adventure book too. So leave all your thoughts down below. That's what's fun about this video. I can't wait to see what you guys think about it. And I did not mention this, but I want to show this side by side. Like your gratitude journal is an A5 size, and that is 5.8 by 8.3. And I'm not sure if they listed the bucket list journal as A5, but it's a tiny, tiny bit smaller, if you can see there, just the tiniest bit. So I'll have to look what they have listed that on there. The gratitude journal is definitely a little bit thicker. And then it's just a tiny bit bigger on height and width also. On the side of the bucket list journal, it lists their bucket list journal. The gratitude journal is just blank. Now we're going to bring in the next one, the travel planner, and I'm going to show you just the size wise. So this is definitely an A5 because it matches up perfectly with the size of the gratitude journal. It's a full A5, but it is much thinner than both of these books. And this is your travel planner. Okay, I just looked on the cover of the bucket list journal and it says it is 5.3 by 7.7. So yeah, a tiny bit smaller because A5 is 5.8 by 8.3. So it's just a tiny bit smaller. And they do tell us on the back that, because I actually should have looked on here. I just looked on the website when I was researching all these. There are 100 guided entries. So like I said, since there's room for 100 bucket list items, there are 100 entries in there. And that makes perfect sense. Let's jump into the travel planner. This is the A5 size, like I said. It has room for 5 trips in this planner, but it's very lightweight and portable. I think they made it smaller and more lightweight, because you definitely are supposed to bring it on your trip with you. It's going to be able to assist you. I'll show you how, and you can also record things while you're on your trip. So I like that they made it more portable. You don't want something big and bulky. This feels like it weighs almost nothing, yet you still have the pen loop. You have your great band to keep it shut in your bag. You have 3 satin ribbon bookmarkers. Once again, this one has the beautiful rose gold cover, but in each of these, they have numerous colors to choose from. I love all those fun pictures on there for travel. This is your travel planner, and you have your little sheet that actually, this one folds out and shows you how to use every single page in here with examples. So make sure you don't throw those away. You have your nameplate page. Then you go into 10 safety tips for all travelers, pre-trip checklist, and kind of a basic packing list to go down, which these always trigger things for me to make me remember. Like I will have thought I packed everything. And if I look up a packing list, it definitely, there's something on there that I always need to add. They have a translation page. This is really interesting. In all these different languages, these basic words like hello, goodbye, yes, no, please, thank you, you are welcome. Where is the toilet? Please tell me this in English. So some basic phrases for all these different languages. Communication symbols. And then they have metric conversions. They have your time zones and temperature conversions all on this page. Then you have your travel bucket list page. Countries, cities you want to go to, places, experiences. I like how they divided that up. I really would not have ever thought of that. Plan your next trip, where you're going, plot destinations, and route on a map. So each trip you get a map. The map is the start of your trip. So this is the start of your trip. Destinations, date of travel, time difference, climate, and temperature to think about. I love this. I just think this is so well thought out. Then they give you a calendar in here. Just for if you're taking your trip, you can date out the month it's on, and you can kind of plan what you're going to do on each day on your trip. You know, you could even plot temperatures and weather on those certain days of your trip. So I think that's a great idea to have a calendar in here. Dot grid on the top and along the bottom. This is $19.99. Once again, makes it a great gift. Okay, so all these pages are for one trip. Places to visit, things to do, food to try. Then you have a budget page for your trip, and they have it divided up: transportation, accommodation, food, souvenirs, and then a whole bunch of blank spots, more blank spots, emergency contacts in that country, and then basic emergency phrases for that country for you to write down here. Things like, I need help, where's the nearest hospital, police station, embassy. Let's hope, none of y'all ever have to use those phrases in travel. Then you have a packing list for your trip divided by category, and then a checklist for the month before, the week before, the day before, and then extra checklist and dot grid note pages. Then you have your transportation pages, and you have 4 different transportation slots there to write what is it: bus, train, plane, Uber, from, to, and any notes about that. Dot grid at the bottom. Accommodation slots, 4 lodging slots in there. And then you have a travel journal here, and you have 6 pages of a travel journal. So that is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 2-page spreads to record every single day. You can divide this up by day. There are 5 slots per day, or you could write more than 1 slot, per day. It can kind of be different events, like where you ate breakfast, then you went to see this tourist item, you went to this museum. I think they just give you dividers to be able to kind of divide up events or days if you wish to. Then you have an expense tracker. If you want to track every single expense from your trip, you can. A 2-page spread there. And then memorable moments from your trip. You could just write down words on this page. You could save it and print pictures from your little printer. Or you could make a mind map or a web. So many different things that you could do on there. You could even have your kids write in things on that page, and have their cute little handwriting in here too. So trip review. What is something new I have learned about this place? Best experiences during the trip, favorite sites and activities, favorite restaurants and food, and then trip review. New vocabulary you learned, people you met. If I ever return, I need to. That's something I always think about on a trip, is what I didn't do or what I want to do again because it was so great. Lessons learned, how I'll improve my next trip. Those are good notes to take. And then you have 2 pages of just notes and ideas on dot grid pages from the trip here at the end. So you get 24 pages per trip, and that is 2-page spreads, 12 2-page spreads, but 24 total pages per trip, 5 trips in the book. I also think that this is helpful in places where sometimes you get places and you don't have cell coverage right away, but if you have all your travel information in here, you always know to pull out this book. Then your next trip here is your next map. Start your next trip, and once again, all the same pages. Your calendar spread, going into your budget, your checklist, your accommodations, all the same spreads for 5 trips. And all the Clever Fox books really do lay flat. I do want to make sure to mention that. I mean, you do have to massage them as you go through because this book has never been open to all these different points before. You do have to give the pages a little massage, but they are Smith sewn in there on the binding that lays flat really well. And all that same thick 120 GSM paper in here. Then at the end, it just ends with your 5th trip. You have 3 notes pages. You have notes pages for every trip. And then your cute little travel stickers back here. So fun to just have those come with your planner for such a great price for $19.99. This only came with 2 sticker sheets. The other ones were 3. I guess because it's a lot smaller of a planner. Unless one of those is stuck together. Nope. So that is your travel planner. A journal for planning all your trips and making all those memories. All right, we have 2 more items to go through. I'm counting this as 1, and then we have 1 more item. These are 2 items, but they could go together. You could buy them for people separately. One is their budget cash envelopes. They're just called their cash envelopes. They just come in this case. You may not even want to keep this case part. That's just to protect it. This is the good part of it. These are, I didn't write the price on these. I believe they're $16.99. I will put that here up on the screen. And I took all of these out of their plastic packages just so I would easily be able to show them to you. But this is a really nice thick canvas zipper bag. I know because I've been sent these before, and I've actually used this to store our extra cash in before, and it keeps it really well. It holds just cash bills in there really nicely. Or for your trips to the bank to pick up cash bills and throw that in your purse. You have, what this comes with is 12 cash envelopes. So for the person who is a cash budgeter with cash envelopes, or they want to get started, they are 12 different designs, so really easy to tell apart. Of course, you can write what it is on there. They say these are waterproof and tear-proof. They are made of it's really interesting. It seems like a very durable type of coated paper, yet they are very thin, but you can keep all your different categories of cash envelopes in there, label them with each one being a different color design. You know, whatever you assign it to, it's easy to tell what that one is for. And then they all fit in here for you. I know I said cash fits well in here, but of course they're made to carry your cash envelopes. There is a how to use card that comes with this to give you all the different steps. And you have your 12 budget sheets to go in each one of the cash envelopes so that you can keep track of the money spent from that budget category there and keep your ongoing balance. And those go in each cash envelope. On the back of the instruction page, the how to use, you have just your overall cash flow here, your categories, and for each month, how much you're giving to that category in the budget, and then your monthly totals. So, and that's a really nice thick cardstock. These are really nice thick cardstock, and the same on the front and the back with your date, description, amount added or subtracted, and your balance and your opening balance up there. So a really nice cash envelope system from Clever Fox. You could give this with a budget planner. They have so many different budget planners. Here is one of them that I have not reviewed, but I've actually reviewed a couple this year that are already in my Clever Fox playlist, so you can check those out. They just have a lot of different options in budget planners. So you want to look for the one that is right for you or the person you're buying a gift for. This particular budget planner is called the Financial Planner Premium Edition. It comes in this box, a really nice keepsake box, or you can store anything else in it you need. It comes with 2 sheets of budget stickers with rose gold on there. And your box says, "Stay organized, stay clever." So that is how this planner comes packaged. So it looks like a very nice gift. It comes with 5 cash envelopes. So if you're just getting started and you really only just need 5 cash envelopes, comes with 5 cash envelopes. On these cash envelopes, they are made of that really good material, but you will keep track on here. They don't come with the separate budgeting cards. You keep track on here of the monthly expenditures out of that category. And like I said, you get 5 that come with this planner. You have a guide of how to use this planner. Really helpful with a financial planner, I feel like. And then we'll just take a quick look at this financial planner. So your nameplate page, and then up front you have my financial goals, and you have room for up to 8 financial goals. So what are you trying to do utilizing this budget planner? What is it going to help you achieve with your finances? 3 satin ribbon bookmarkers, barely pull to the edge, once again with my ribbon test. And this one is $29.99. There is color on every page, and it comes with the cash envelopes, like I said. When you look at this, they have given every single month a color. So these are your beginning pages, your 8 goals, and then your strategy. New skills I need to learn to achieve my financial goals, my money affirmations for wealth and prosperity, actions I will take to earn more money, and actions I will take to cut my expenses. Then you go into your monthly pages. Okay, there are 12 pages per month, and they change the color per month. So it's easy to flip through and see a new month. Okay, there are 12 pages per month, and you have 12 months worth in this planner. It is not big and bulky. So it is a very portable, lightweight financial planner for only $30. You can use my 10% off code for 10% off that. Let's walk through the 12 monthly pages. Starting out your month, you write your month and year. You have monthly goals. You have a to-do list, room for the month. You have bills and expenses, due date, amount, income, savings, and then your monthly calendar and notes. Then you have your monthly budget pages. You have your monthly expense tracker pages. You have 4 of those. You have your monthly totals page here, where you have this pie chart to be able to see where everything is going. You have your monthly review here, so like reflection questions that they're asking you. And then you have notes and ideas, 2 dot grid pages, and then you start in your next month. So that is the flow of this budget planner. Like I said, they have numerous budget planners, and I've reviewed several this year, but I believe this is one of their newer ones. So make sure you check them all out so you can pick the one that is right for you. I really like how the colors change per month in here. I like how it is portable. And at the end, let's go into here. I'll show you the end because you have some debt trackers, some savings trackers, and year-end summary pages here after your last month. Savings tracker, you have 4 pages with 8 trackers total. So you could be saving in 8 different categories. You have debt trackers, 6 pages total, 12 trackers total for 12 different debts, each one a different color. So really easy to see. You have a holiday budget page, a 2-page spread for that for holiday spending. Then you have regular bill tracking here, just for the bill and for the month, for your 12 months all the way across there on your regular bills that come every month. Then you have a summary of the year here. They do have some categories already put in, like home, food, healthcare, credit and loans, personal, transport, and entertainment. And then you have a lot of blank categories for you, covering, of course, the whole 12 months of the year. Then you have, if I counted them right, about 10 or 11 dot grid notes pages back here. And once again, your pocket, I already took the stickers out and showed you. And that is your premium edition financial planner. That is a really beautiful purple eggplant color. I love that, with the Clever Fox emblem on there in a, looks like rose gold to me, but it could be gold. I could be judging wrong under this light. All right, the very last item to wrap up this holiday gift ideas from Clever Fox video are their password books. This is just one set of their password books that come in 3 different sizes. They actually have some other options too. They have like a little bit different shaped ones, a little bit longer and skinnier. They have a spiral bound one. So definitely check all those out if you're looking for a password book. But they have 3 different sizes in this particular set. You have tabs, really easy to turn to whatever letter you're looking for. This pocket size is 4 by 5.5 and it's $17.99. The medium size is $18.99 at 5 by 7.5 inches. And the large size is $21.99 at 7 by 10 inches. Now, the page layouts are actually the same in each of these. I will kind of show you what they look like in each different size. I feel like there's a lot of people who still like to keep their passwords written in books. It's nice that these books are not labeled password book on the front, because that way if someone just came into your house looking for something, if it's just stuck like in a notebook shelf, it just looks like a generic notebook, or planner, which I think is really nice. And even seeing all the letters down the side, it could just look like an address book. And you open it up here and it doesn't even say password book up front. You go in, and the big one though, you do have 1 tab per letter. And I think that continues all the way until W. And then you combine WX and YZ. But you have 1 page per letter in here on the big book. And you have 5 per page, so 10 total per letter. Website, username, password hint, and notes there. And I have actually heard people saying that they got this like for their mom. So some of the older generation too, who maybe does not want to use online password keepers and they don't trust them and they really like to just be able to look up their password on paper. I think this is a great thing. They have 1 ribbon bookmarker that matches your cover color. Once again, you still get a band with this and you still get a pocket, just no stickers. And that is your password book. The only part that says password book is this belly band that you take off. So it's not going to give anything away. In the medium size, you do have combined here. AB is combined, CD, 2 letters combined. There's a couple near the end of the alphabet where they combine 3 letters at a time. And there are 4 per page. So 8 on every 2-page spread. So it does kind of change. I do like that there are ample lines. They don't make them teeny tiny, even in every size, even in the pocket size. the lines are ample to me, someone who writes bigger. And you do have letters combined here too, 2 for the most part, 3 in a couple of places. This is your pocket one, and there is 4 per page, so 8 total per letter combination there. And then at the end of the book, we did not talk about this, they do have a little number section where you might have useful phone numbers for whatever companies you're using, email settings and server information, most visited website information is a starred section back there. And then a couple of notes pages at the end. So that is your password book. And if you have someone in your life who you think this could benefit, I think it's a great gift too, to help them keep their passwords in order. If they're always like, oh, I'm losing them, or I need to start over with a new password book, which I think sometimes we have to do if we fill them up, and things kind of get out of hand and what websites we're using. So they're just really nice, handy little things. Make a great gift. All right, guys, that wraps up this Clever Fox fun gift giving idea video. I'd love to know what your favorite thing in this video is, or if you're thinking of buying anything in this video for a gift for yourself or anyone else. Or I'd just love to hear your thoughts on any of these items, that like anything that piqued your interest or you think is a cool product. Thanks for spending your time here with me. I am really grateful. Take care of yourselves, you guys, so you can take care of others, especially in this very busy season and this sick season. So make sure to take care of yourselves, because we're no help to anyone else when we're not well ourselves. Don't forget, if you are purchasing from Clever Fox, to use my 10% off code. It's Amanda's Favorites. You can use it over and over on every single purchase on their site. And like I said, they have free shipping in the US. And I didn't even mention this, I do have an affiliate link with Clever Fox. So if you are purchasing anything, you can help me out by clicking through their website on my affiliate link, which is down there in the description. The website will not look different to you. You can still sign into your account. Everything will look the same, but it will show them how many people I bring to them. It gives me credit for your sale. I also make a small percentage of your sale. And I really appreciate when you are going to shop and my videos have helped you, if you will click through my affiliate links. I know it's hard to remember, but I'm so grateful when you do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.